Turkey farming is one of the most profitable aspects of poultry farming that you can start in Nigeria. But there are things you should note before starting a turkey farm in Nigeria. And in today's episode of Agriculture with Juliet, we'll be discussing 5 things you should know before starting a turkey farm. If you're interested in this kind of video, please stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I am Juliet, and today's episode I'll be talking about 5 things you should know about turkey farming. 5 essential things you should know about turkey farming. The very first one I want you to know is that poults do not know how to eat from day old. Yes, day old poults like baby turkeys, they don't know how to eat from day one. So you will need to bring in like cockerel or broiler to teach them how to eat. It's very, very essential. Most people start turkey farming, they go to the hatchery and get day-old turkeys, and they later discover that they are not eating. Yes, day-old turkeys do not know how to eat. So unlike cockerel, broilers, layers, that once you just put food on the ground, they will start eating and start rushing it. No, day-old poults do not know how to eat. So you will need to introduce other birds with them to teach them how to eat. So it's important that when you're getting your turkey, when you're getting your day-old turkeys, you should get like a broiler or cockerel with it. So let's say you're getting a carton of day-old turkeys, you should get like half carton of cockerel or 10 pieces of cockerel that will teach the turkeys how to eat. Now, the second thing you should know is, this should be a general. Do not start with sawdust for day old. If you are starting with sawdust for day old, they will end up eating the sawdust. They won't be able to differentiate the difference between feed and the one that is not feed. So instead of starting with sawdust as the layer, start with paper, newspaper. Spread newspaper on the floor, then add their food in their plate. So they will know that that food is the only thing they should eat. Now, the second thing I want you to know is turkeys do not care for their poults. They don't care for their day-old chicks. They don't. So if you are lucky to have a turkey that has hatched the chicks or they have hatched the poults, you have to start taking care of it from day one. Immediately it's finished hatching, just remove the poult from the turkey and start taking care of them. If you leave it with them, there's probability that the turkeys will kill them. So they don't know how to take care of poults, unlike other birds, unlike chicks, breeder chicks, noilers that hatch and take care of their chicks themselves. Turkeys do not know how to take care of them. So what they just do is to help you to hatch and leave it for you, abandon it. Then you have to start taking care of it yourself. So that's one second thing you should know. The third thing you should know is most turkeys do not hatch their eggs. Yes, some turkeys can decide to lay and not hatch. So once your turkeys start laying, it's very, very important for you to take the eggs to the hatchery if you need day-old poult. But if you don't need the poult, you can eat the egg. But if you are into turkey farming for producing day-old poult, most of them don't know how to hatch, unlike other birds that will sit and brood. If you don't really have access to hatchery close to you, you can use a brooding bird, a brooding hen. You can use a brooding hen that is still sitting on her egg. You can transfer the turkey eggs to her and she will hatch it. But it's essential, if you are doing it in large scale, you have to take the eggs to the hatchery. If not, you might not make profit. So the next one is, once you've noticed that a turkey has a disease, if you notice that one turkey has a disease, it's very, very important, or it's advisable you treat other turkeys around it. Because turkeys work in group. You know, they are sociable birds. They like to cluster among each other. So there's a probability that when one has a disease, the other one might have contacted it. So if you are treating one for disease, it's very, very essential. It's advisable you treat the rest so you don't have cases of disease outbreak in your poultry farm. Then, turkeys eat a lot. They are big birds. So if you want to go into turkey farming, it's very, very, very important that you should budget your money for feeding. Unlike broilers, layers, that their feeding is minimal to some stage, Turkeys can eat double of what those ones eat. So if you plan venturing into turkey farming, you need to put high budget on feeding because turkeys eat a whole lot. So in summary, the most important thing you should know that turkeys do not care for their day old. They don't. They'll just abandon it for you. So it's left for you to get them and start taking care of them. Then 2, day old cannot feed on their own. Day old chicks, day old poults cannot feed on their own. So you have to start taking care of them from day old. Then you have to also get birds that will teach them how to eat because you cannot teach them. They will have to learn from other birds. So when you're getting a poult, you have to get day old chicks with them. Also, do not start with sawdust as the layer for them or as the bed for them. Start with newspaper. If not, they will end up eating the sawdust, ignoring the food. Actually, when I started turkey farming, when I tried turkey farming, actually, I made that certain mistake of using sawdust instead of newspaper. So I discovered that they ended up eating not sawdust, I used wheat fiber. I used wheat fiber as the bed for them. So they ended up eating the fiber instead of the feed I kept for them. So it affected them and they had runs. Most of them died. Out of I think 3 cartons of turkeys, I was able to get 1. And out of the 1, I made mistake of diseases as well. So these are the things you should note. I don't want you to make the same mistake I made. Please take note. Once you notice that a turkey is sick, you need to treat all of them around. Very, very important. If not, you might treat one and others still have the same disease. You know, they work hand in hand. So you have to treat them. It's advisable you treat them all together. So that's basically it. 5 things you should know about turkey farming. This is a very short video. I just wanted you to know because I get a lot of requests on people starting turkey farm, how they will go about it. These are the mistakes I made before starting. So I need you to take note so you won't make that same mistake. All right, everyone, if you got value, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Till I come your way next time, bye-bye.